How to prepare for a divorce in Illinois. One of the worst parts about divorce is the anxiety of the unknown. It is overwhelming, but there are, in fact, several things you can do to prepare for a divorce in Illinois. Set goals for your Illinois divorce. The result of your divorce should be the focus for you from the very beginning. The end result of your divorce will result in 3 final documents. The judgment for dissolution of marriage. This document actually dissolves the bonds of matrimony between the couple. The document will also refer and incorporate 2 other documents that detail the children's schedule and the financial aspects of the divorce. The allocation of parenting time and parental responsibilities. This document has 2 parts. A clear assignment of which parent makes what decisions for the children and a specific schedule for the children in regards to each parent. The Marital Settlement Agreement. This document outlines the complete division of assets and liabilities and any child support or alimony payments. If this is a divorce with children, I, personally, always start with identifying my divorce client's goals for the children. Decision-making power for the children is a bit of a red herring. The Illinois law requires that education, health, religion and extracurricular activity decisions each be assigned to a parent. The real issue goal is to determine what your goal is for parenting time. The children's schedule will determine the children's relationship with each parent. There is no default custody or parenting time in Illinois. You have to ask for the parenting schedule that you want. For financial matters, you need to identify what you need and want after the divorce. There will be a certain amount of assets and support that you will need just to survive. This will involve creating an imaginary budget where you are living under your new divorced circumstances. After outlining your minimum requirements, start considering reasonable amounts of assets and support that would be your ideal scenario. Now that you have a reasonable idea of what you want your life to look like after a divorce, you can take real steps to pursue those results. Adjust your schedule to your ideal divorce outcome. If you have an idea of what you would like your final divorce documents to look like, you need to be adopting behaviors now that reflect what those final orders should be. For parenting time, if you want more time with your children, you need to be available now for them on that proposed schedule. Additionally, if the other parent can agree, or appear to agree, to these pre-divorce parenting changes, the court will likely adopt them in their final orders, as the court will consider any prior agreement or course of conduct between the parents relating to caretaking functions with respect to the child. 750 ILCS 5600 seconds.7, b. 3. Your work schedule in advance of divorce will also determine the support you will pay or receive. Support is determined by calculating each party's gross income. Gather documents for your pending divorce. If the 2 parties cannot agree on a split of assets and debts, or whether those assets and debts are even marital or not, then the party must prove the asset or debt exists and has a marital or non-marital character. If you want to prove that a property exists and is marital, just get some kind of document showing the property, item or asset was purchased or acquired during the marriage. Documents reflecting initial acquisition are what is important. The value of an asset will change as time passes, but the asset's marital character will often not change. Documents to prove income in an Illinois divorce are a lot simpler. The Illinois Financial Affidavit is a good guide. Filed tax returns and their supporting documents, W-2s, K-1s, 1099s are usually enough. Consider the timing of the divorce. When preparing for an Illinois divorce, there are certain timing considerations that either spouse needs to be familiar with. Marital property is divisible in an Illinois divorce for any property acquired during the marriage. This includes property acquired after the filing of the divorce but before the entry of the final divorce judgment. So, if a party is to receive a large bonus or other asset at some date certain or uncertain, it may pay, accelerate or delay filing of the divorce to change the marital character of that asset. One of the only things that are truly determined by the date of filing of the divorce is the length of the maintenance, formerly known as alimony, award. The duration of a maintenance award shall be calculated by multiplying the length of the marriage at the time the action was commenced. 750 ILCS 5500 fourths, B1, 1, B, with a schedule of accelerating multipliers. What to do when you're done preparing for an Illinois divorce. When you are finally ready to file your divorce, you should know what you want and what you are likely to get. Using that information, you should prepare the final proposed documents immediately. Present those final proposed documents to your soon-to-be ex-spouse. Your spouse might sign the proposed documents without much argument. Even if your spouse does not sign your proposed final documents, both of you will have identified your points of disagreement. This will make any further negotiation or mediation that much easier. When the disputed issues are outlined, parties to an Illinois divorce can efficiently proceed directly to a pretrial to resolve said issues. If you're considering divorce, you need to think strategically starting today. For a free consultation regarding that strategy, contact the law office of Russell D. Knight in Chicago, Illinois. Call 773-334-6311 to speak to an experienced Chicago divorce lawyer.